All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 30 of the NASCAR Thunder 2004 Career Mode. And we have a little double header for you guys on this Friday championship edition of NASCAR Race Weekend. I figured hold off last night, save this stream for today, even though we already have another stream coming up tonight, because, of course, it is NASCAR Championship Weekend at Phoenix. And although our championship race isn't at Phoenix, this is the final race of Season 5 of the Career Mode. So we have a chance to win a championship for the second time in our career mode playthrough. So be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. We're going to get into this stream here today. I'm not qualified for Charlotte yet, and we do come in with a 401 point lead, to this race. And if you're wondering why the lead is so much, Tony Stewart actually blew an engine in the last race we ran 2 nights ago at Kansas. So here we are in this race with a 401 point lead. We had just under a 200 point lead going into that race. And obviously with the engine failure for Stewart, him finishing last and us getting the win and leading the most laps, really able to capitalize off of that quite a bit. That was not a great lap won by me at all there, and lap 2 not very good either. I think taking that day off might have hurt me a little bit. Chopping the corners off way too much. This lap is terrible. This lap might even be worse than the first lap. All right, never mind. It was better. 7th. I definitely could have gotten the pole if I would have actually ran smoothly. I messed both corners up and still qualified 7th. Shows you how much speed we have in the race car.
Coming to you live from the Mecca
Jeff Sperry, Matthew Dorter Bruno, thanks for tuning in.
Tonight's NASCAR Winston Cup Series race, the UAW GM Quality 500. This is an awesome facility, isn't it?
A lot of these teams are based in this area, and this is a 2,000-acre dream come true for any NASCAR fan. I don't think there's a bad seat anywhere in this place, and there's always great racing to go along with it.
The McDonald's car seems to always finish in the top 10.
Oh, yeah. To have an average finish in the top 10 for the season is mighty impressive.
Yeah, I haven't looked at what my average finish is for the season, but it's got to be pretty good. We have a chance, by the way, to break the record for the most wins in a single NASCAR season. I can't remember how many I have after last night's stream. I keep saying last night. 2 nights ago's stream, I did see I'm at 51 career wins. So I think I'm at 20. I think I'm at 20, 25 or 26. If I have to guess. And the record's 27, so I only have to win 2 to 3 races this stream, and we'll get the record for the most wins in a single season. Richard Petty holds that record with 27. I want to get to 28. If I do that, I think I'm going to try to do something different for next season. And I think we're going to try to start last for every single race. I know we want to get that road to 200 wins. Maybe I won't do it next season. Maybe I'll wait a couple seasons before I do that, but I do want to try it. So we clearly have good speed every week.
Starting in row 2 will be the Home Depot Chevrolet and the Napa Auto Parts.
Parents are at the track. Well, hopefully they enjoy their weekend.
In row 3 are the Dale Jr. Chevrolet and the Rubbermaid Sharpie Ford. The 199 car, this season's point leader, will start from the number 7 spot.
I'm going to turn my camera off again, kind of like I did the other night, in hopes that the stream isn't going to be too laggy.
The Stagger 2 Dodge. In row 6 we have the DeWalt Power Tools Ford and the 119 car.
Sorry for that lagginess, but hopefully it'll be fine with the camera off. I noticed the other night we didn't have any interruptions with the camera off, so I'll tell you why that's the case. Oh, Kurt. Crowded me quite a bit. I overcorrected it. I made contact with him initially, then I overcorrected it after that. We got a championship to win. And a record to break. Tua. Wade Solinsky, thanks for tuning in. Sliding past Michael Waltrip. Ay. Sorry, Mark. I always find myself pushing way too hard at Charlotte for some reason on restarts and stuff. Initial start if we don't have any restarts. Did it in qualifying, I'm doing it in the race too, hence right there. Chopping the corner too far. I don't know why I'm so rusty to pick this thing up today. Sail it past Dale Jr. there. Easily done. And we'll clear Tony Stewart before getting into turn 3, so I shouldn't chop the corner off that time, and I didn't. All right, Jimmy's had his time in the sun for 4 laps. Well, I guess in the darkness it is a night race. Massive run into turn 1. Got him. All right. Let's get out of here with a dub. A little on the loose side, but loose as fast if you can hang on to it. So far we have. Maybe a little bit too loose for my liking, but part of the problem was me just flat out overdriving the corner the first few laps, just like I did in qualifying, which costed me a run at the pole. It only took us 4 or 5 laps and we were able to get to the lead, so. Keep it going. Yeah, so Kansas Speedway, the last race I won, I thought I got the 50 career wins in that race. I did not. I actually got it, at Talladega. And so that Kansas win was 51 wins in the career. So I don't know how I messed that up, but I did. So we are at 51 career wins coming into the night. So, theoretically speaking, if we do get the sweep somehow, then we will end up with 57 at the end of the stream and at the end of the season. I do plan on running the Bud Shootout for the start of next season in this stream as well. What brand will my... I have no clue. I get my new laptop, I have no clue what I'm getting yet. Right now, it's just about putting the money back to be able to do it sometime this winter before next season starts. Watch the RPMs. I think we're okay here. The only time I really have an issue with that are at the bigger ovals. The 2-mile ovals specifically, Michigan and California. I think we'll be okay here. Just gonna keep doing what I'm doing right now. Martinsville is going to be a tough race for us to win, which is the next race on this stream. I'm going to have a good engine and a good chassis, but the body is going to be either a super speedway or, well, it's probably going to end up being a speedway body. I will not have a short track body for that race, unfortunately. So may lead to not having as good of a run, which is going to stink. Wow, sailed it way too deep into that corner. It sails off in the first half of the corner. It makes you think that it'll actually stick and just kind of slowly drifts up the racetrack.
Rear's getting forward. Take it easy out there. 20 now. 20 laps to go. You haven't got much longer on that left front tire.
Well, yeah, the laptop definitely will be an improvement. Well, I mean, this laptop was fine up until, probably end of the summer when it started crashing on me kind of consistently. And it hasn't crashed on me, I'd probably say, in a month and a half. But obviously, it still runs slow. And it doesn't even want to run at all if I don't have the charger connected to it. I mean, it will for about like 10-15 minutes if it was turned off and you turn it back on. It'll run for probably 10-15-20 minutes and then it'll just shut off. Definitely on its ninth life.
Might be time for a new left rear tire.
Looking at the chat a little too much that corner. Catching a lot of that apron.
Far inside. Careful, there's some cars entering the track ahead. Be careful. All clear back.
For the races I clinched the championship early in, I'm definitely going to start last for those races. Just kind of make it a little fun with already having the championship locked up at that point. Should have lifted there. I thought it was sliding up the track early in the corner, and then it felt as if it was just going to kind of stick without having to lift. And it wiggled that one extra time right at the end. That bit me.
Watch your fuel.
I'm just running this first run out as long as I can. Just because I had such a big lead. Give me the freshest tires possible at the very end. In case we did catch a caution flag. The 0. Oh boy, big wiggle, slid way up the track. Luckily I had him cleared. Little arrow loose on turn 4th and right all over my back bumper. We're gonna pit this time. So I think I'm going as far as I could on fuel. We'll pit this time by pulling McMurray down the back straightaway. Slow it up a little bit, make sure I stay on the bottom. And onto pit road. Pretty solid pit road entry. All right, 4 tires of gas. Windows 11? I mean, I'm sure. Whatever the most recent is now, to be completely honest, I have zero clue what it is. And I don't keep up with technology very well. At work right now, killing time. I didn't even see that comment from you earlier.
There's traffic. Take it easy. You're clear.
Windows 11 at the latest. Maybe 12 will be out by that time. I don't know. Yeah, well, I mean, definitely whatever would be the most up to date at that time. Just clinched the most laps left. We've got 11 laps to go. Freshest tires in the field because I stayed out longer than everybody else. Still a 2.5 second lead over Mark Martin. So looking good for race number 1 tonight. This will be career win number 52. Back into lap traffic in another lap or two.
Only 10 laps left.
Got one down left. The 184 car is still there. And the 184
We'll
is
pass that lap car on the outside lane.
on their side.
He was hogging the bottom, and I didn't want to waste too much time. Just kind of sit behind him. Even though I had time to kill him. Still wanted to pass him as cleanly and as quickly as possible. At least the lap cars at the very back of the field are very spaced out. Makes it a lot easier to pass them. Well, there were a couple races in the stream a couple nights ago that they were just absolutely congested together. .6 second lead. No cautions yet. Very rarely we get yellows. Usually they're in the middle of green flag pit stops. We get through a green flag pit stop cycle. I don't even know if we've seen a caution after green flag pit stops like at all in this entire career mode. We've gotten them before every now and then, but most of the time it's either during or not at all.
The 115 car down left.
5 more laps.
Okay, we're clear. Contact with
Oops.
42 car.
Sorry, Jamie, I missed time that pull out.
42 is looking to pass. All clear, guys.
Had a bigger run on him than I thought I did.
The 16 car is outside. They're all around.
Three to go.
The 101 car behind. Going inside.
Right front's wearing down. Keep an eye on it.
Still there.
Oh boy.
Okay, we're clear.
Fishtail a little bit there.
2 laps left.
We'll lose some outside lane off turn 4. Did a perfect job not making contact despite how loose it was right there on the 57.
21. Number 88 is gaining on you.
Gas tank is at half.
All clear, buddy. Going steady.
Just sailing by everybody. Kind of a cheap way of passing them all. They couldn't even buy a lead lap finish if they wanted to there. All right, another career win in the name of Keegan Schneider, one step closer to our second career title. Let's go. Picked you as our driver. That doesn't make any sense, all right? I'm the owner, not him. He's employed by me. Yeah. Oh yeah, this engine's gonna expire in the victory celebration. Yeah.
Yellow flag didn't fly off.
Nope, no cautions in this race. Perfectly fine by me. I am going to be keeping an eye on Truck Series qualifying that's going to be going on during the stream as well. It's supposed to be at 6 o'clock, 6:05. It's Truck Series qualifying for the Championship 4 race tonight. Don't forget, we will be having a live commentary stream for that race tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern. 10 p.m. Eastern. Have you covered for tonight's Truck Series race, so we will be streaming that. All right, another win. Tony Stewart didn't even have a top 5. 8th place finish, no laps led. Jimmy Johnson led the first 4 laps, and that was it. I love the rest. Yeah, very good chance that we are going to win this championship. And over a 400-point lead. Tony Stewart blowing that engine. It can't just really open it up. Went from, looking like I was going to clinch potentially 1 race early coming into the stream to now it might be 2 or 3 races early, so that'd be good. Won the title at Phoenix last season 2 races early. I'm going to have to worry about a shop edition. And all the overhauls still have 1 more race. So, yeah, on to Martinsville. And we are not going to have a short track body. We do have a short track chassis and a short track engine, but unfortunately, I was not able to get that body ready. 84 car rating, but I don't know how this is going to go. We're probably not going to have much grip if I had to guess. Probably going to act as if we don't have much downforce, which is fine for a shorter racetrack. So that's the only reason we might get away with it, but I don't trust it. I mean, I thought I'd get away with it at a super speedway at Talladega last season, and I was wrong. Daytona, my bad. Pepsi 400 at Daytona was not the case, so we'll see. It definitely feels very unsteady down the straightaways. On the pole. That's good. I'm taking this extra lap because this thing feels very unstable. The good news is I'm on the pole, so I won't have to deal with traffic early in the race as long as I just stay out in front. So drive it in as hard as I can getting into the corners. We might be able to get away with this. 18.116. No wall ride needed. That is an insane lap. My best ever. I was on the pole by like 0.7 of a second.
Hello, everyone.
That is wild. Chastain it now. I didn't even see that comment. I mean, we did already have the pole, so I guess we didn't have anything to lose. I needed I needed that extra lap of practice, so.
Have some damage, although oftentimes a guy who can manage to stay out of trouble all race long might get a ticket to victory lane for his effort. We'll see if that holds true when this one is all over.
An impressive average finish record for the McDonald's car.
Yeah, he's been consistently fast at these tracks so far. Seems to fit his style of driving quite well. A little bumping and banging doesn't
Tony Stewart starts second.
Jeff Green was the 2000 Busch Series champion, thoroughly dominating everyone on the circuit.
Forgot to look to see exactly how many wins I've had this season. I just can't remember how many I finished off with last year. I know in the career we're at 52. I can't remember if I finished off at 25 or 26 last season. Because if it was 25, then we'd be tied for the NASCAR record for most wins in a single season right now. If we were at 26 and we'd have 26 this year, we need 2 more to break the record still, with 5 races to go, which is a pretty good chance, I think, that we can beat that. I didn't think I was going to have this much speed in this race. The big thing, the long run, what is this going to handle like? Is the short run, it felt very unstable. Not having that short track body for this race is going to hurt on the long run. And we need to run this first run out as long as we can, because I know at Bristol we didn't get a caution in the middle of green flag stops, which is a rarity. But I still have to play that same strategy as running long until we get a caution. If we don't, pit. But the tires have to stay underneath. Hopefully get out to like an early quick lead. We can just kind of set sail from there. 104.526 mile per hour average. That has to be a new track record, by the way. But 18.116, like that just seems ridiculously fast.
Starting the race from row 3 are the Rubbermaid Sharpie.
Make sure we don't DNF too, which is going to be a problem when we're in lap traffic and the thing's sliding everywhere. It's going to be hard not to make contact with a lot of cars in this race. Just don't have the grip.
Starting the race from row 5 will be the Tide Pontiac and the Stacker 2 Dodge.
All right. See what we've got. Boogity, boogity, boogity. You back here, Tony? Got him. All right. Led the first lap. Looks like Newman's going to get to second. Contact back behind us, it sounded. Newman Stewart roughing each other up. Tell you what, we're taking a lot of race wins away from a lot of drivers this season. It is going to be extremely tough to have another season quite like this one. Although we've accomplished already in just 5 seasons of the career mode, I still haven't won at Bristol and California Speedway. I haven't won the spring Rockingham race either. And I think those are the only 4 trophies I still need to get the trophy case. Oh my gosh. I was diving in the corners off there for a little bit and I turned too early. That looked bad. A lot of contact on that left front. Ate that wall. I have to be absolutely abusing my tires right now as hard as I'm pushing into the corners. I'm only doing that so it stays like stable because I just did not trust it when I was trying to back the corners up a little bit qualifying. I just need to be all corner entry just to try to keep it as steady rolling in the middle of the corner as possible. If we could steal a win at Martinsville, that'd be great. And I know I'm going to be giving up time, staying out of the pits as long as possible if we do stay green. Lap 10, and we're already going to catch lap traffic. Got to get by these guys cleanly. Took my sweet old time getting through 3 and 4 there. Maybe being a little bit too patient with Jack Sprague right now. Jesus, get out of my way! He's mad at me. I'm clearly faster than you. I couldn't go any lower because the back straightaway wall would have been there. Dang it. Come on. Just forced my way down in front of Biffle. Alright, lap 14. Gotta say though, tires actually staying underneath me this far into the run as hard as I pushed. Not what I was expecting. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Don't spin, don't spin. That was ugly. There was Newman. 2 or 3 second lead gone, just like that. Still led every lap, but Newman's right behind me now. That's what I get for trying to take it 3 wide. These guys gonna be super ticked off at me too. I'm definitely struggling in lap traffic in this one. Oh, Fittipaldi's mad enough to hit me. Ah, now he's gonna be really mad. Get away, get away, get away. I was just trying to get away from him as quickly as possible. Got back in the gas a little too soon. Oh, here he is again. He definitely did that on purpose. Not a clean race by any means, but luckily we have speed. I've not been getting through lap traffic very well. 2.7 seconds ahead of Newman. Yeah, Tony Stewart's back to 5th now. Checked up way too much in the middle of the corner there. Gonna have to watch cars pitting because they'll probably start pitting any lap now. Not this time by. At least with the cars around me. It sounds like some of the leaders are gonna pit at the entrance of pit road that time. Jesus. Give me room, Robbie. I can't just drive in the grass intentionally. May clip it on accident from time to time, but jeez. Vickers started going low. I thought he might have been pitting, so I just went back up again.
Still there, careful. Gas tank is getting empty. Okay, we're clear. Filling up on car 16 pit road. Number 29 is coming on.
Well, we're halfway. Still no caution.
We just clinched the most laps led. That'll be another 5 points.
Definitely a 10 bonus point day. You can definitely tell Harvick's pressure tires
Still beside you. Still
are
there.
worth something because he just blew around me on the outside. So I'm definitely going to be giving up time to those on fresh tires, but I have to do this in case we get that caution. Just don't want to get trapped a lap down.
Number 38 is inside. All clear, buddy.
I would know because I've been in that situation before. There it is. That's exactly why I stayed out. Caution is finally out at Martinsville. It's almost inevitable that we get one every Martinsville race. At least one, and it's for Christian Fittipaldi leaving his pit box. My rival. My mid-race rival. Bringing out the yeller. Ready for Auto Club to be at Martinsville. Yeah, not on the schedule at all next year, though. It's not going to be until 2025. All right, clean, quick stop. I believe I won the race off of pit road.
Most of the field stayed out that time.
Very few cars were still on the lead lap. Looked like 3 cars on the lead lap still, if that. Restarting in the lead. Looks like it's just me and Dale Jr. once Biffle and Newman just up ahead of me.
20 now, 20 laps to go. Clear.
Once they go a lap down.
The 99 car is unbound. Number 99 is looking right.
Force Jeff Burton into the wall there.
The 16 car is outside. You're clear. The 23 car is unbound. All right.
I never touched him. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. I didn't actually touch it though. Not pulling a Hamlin on that one. I didn't see any sparks. So just me and Dale Jr. on the lead lap. That's it. Definitely don't want to struggle getting through lap traffic like I did in the first half of the race.
38 cars. All over you.
Get by Elliott Sadler quickly. And back to having clean air again. Junior was a tenth quicker than me that last lap when I was stuck behind the 38. Try to extend this lead out a little bit more. And definitely going to catch more lap traffic before the finish. Somebody just blew an engine. Is that Tony Stewart? I couldn't tell for sure. It might have been Tony Stewart again. That's going to be twice in the last 3 races if it's Stewart. Just drilled the wall there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was Stewart or not. Oh, well, if it was. Oh, well, if it wasn't. Dale Jr.'s closing in on me. He is quicker. And this is where having the short track body comes into hand for him and not for me, because there is a ton of lap traffic. I'm not going to be going anywhere. Dale Jr. is slightly quicker. If I can get through the lap traffic quicker than him, that's where I'm going to win the race. That will be where the race is won or lost. Put myself on the outside. That bit me.
Number 43 is going for the block. Still there.
Don't forget to get by Fittipaldi cleanly. There we go. All right, that was big for me. That was a big pass.
Number 132 is getting in your way.
That was Baldwin, guys, holding me up, and I just completely blew that corner. Good drive off. We're all right. 7 to go. 2-second lead over Earnhardt. That was not a good hit into the wall either. I've done that like 3 times in this race now. That was the first time I did it on corner entry, though. 6 to go. 2.1. Kind of scared to pass this guy, to be completely honest. So slow, though. 5 to go. 1.7. You're holding me up, sir. Get by him, get by him, get by him. There we go. Clean pass. He would have taken a swing at me if he had a chance to. 2.4.
I'd like to see him stay back there. The 16 car is outside.
3 to go. I'm sorry, Ricky. Thing went straight. Locked the tires up a little too much there. Car didn't want to turn. Oh, Dale tried to make it a little interesting. Give him credit for trying. White flag, 1 to go. That is a Martinsville W. Let's go. 3 grandfather clocks in the career. All right. That's a smoke show right there. It's got to be the world's fastest burnout until I clip that wall at the left rear.
The drivers didn't spend much
The heck
time on
happened?
that Pontiac race car today. You know, I'd say the fans would probably have liked.
That was weird. It just for some reason the burnout just randomly ended. I was waiting for my engine to blow and just spammed right through it instead. Yeah, only 2 cars finished on the lead lap. That wouldn't have happened without the caution, but definitely the least amount we've had in the career mode. We haven't had just one driver finish in the lead lap. Lap of the field would be another milestone accomplishment, I guess you could add to the career mode if we can do it at some point in time. Alrighty. Check out the standings. I didn't check out the finishing order to see if Tony Stewart blew an engine, though. I keep forgetting to look to see where he finishes every race. I'm just focused on trying to get from race to race to race, really. Check the standings first so I don't forget this time. 487-point lead, so it definitely wasn't Stewart that blew an engine. I would finish back half of the top 10 again. Dale Jr. is closing in on it for second in points, though. He is making a run at it. Driver info. 27 wins on the season, so we did have 26 at the end of last year. 53 career wins now. 47 of them just in the last 2 seasons. The season's not done yet. We got 4 races to try to get 1 win. 4 races to go for 1 win. And if we have really a top 5 finish in this next race, then I do believe we will end up clinching the championship 3 races early. So we'll try to clinch the title at Atlanta. 75 career top 10s. Average finish this season is 5.4. I had a 6.8 last season. 5.4 this year. Crazy. Average start was a 6.0. 9.8 this season, so that's down a little bit. But obviously still winning races. Tony Stewart on the season, 3 poles, 2 wins. Dale Jr.'s got 2 wins, 2 poles. How many poles did I have this season? 20. Go to the garage. Don't need a short track chassis anymore, so we'll overhaul it. Or a speedway chassis. Same with the engine. And then the body, we don't have short track one, obviously, because we didn't use that. So we'll overhaul this one into a speedway. All right. That's where we lie there. 4 races left. Points races, and then we'll run the Bud Shootout on this stream as well. And let's try to win this championship at Atlanta. On the engine power. And I can use either one of these bodies. 83 car rating. $10 likes on the stream. Be sure to hit that like button if you guys haven't done so yet. Again, a reminder, we will be live streaming commentary for tonight's NASCAR Truck Series race at Phoenix. We can get to 30 wins on the season if we win 3 of these last 4 races. That number would be tough to beat. Only DNF'd once this season. Be a season low for DNFs as long as I don't DNF 2 or more times the rest of the year. That was not a great first lap, by the way. Pushed it way too hard in 3 and 4. That might have costed me the pole because I don't know how much speed I had coming off of turn 4. Much better second lap. It's just how much speed was I carrying down the front stretch on that the end of the first lap leading to the start of the second. It was enough because we got the pole, 29.272. Gives me 21 poles on the season. All right.
We're live from the Atlanta Motor Speedway in Hampton, Georgia for today's running of the Georgia 500. This place has it all. They even have a 9-story office and condominium complex right here at the track.
Man, if we could clinch the championship 3 races early.
Along with the amenities. Isn't that right?
There sure have been some incredible finishes here at Atlanta. In the March race of 2001, Kevin Harvick beat Jeff Gordon to the checkered by mere inches to win his first NASCAR Winston Cup race. Given the circumstances and the emotion of that victory, that is one that people will talk about for decades to come.
The McDonald's car has strung together back-to-back top 5s, and I'm sure he'll try for another one.
I spoke with one of the tire changers on that team this morning. He was standing in victory lane when I saw him, and he assured me they'd be there at the end of this race. We'll soon see if that's the case.
Hopefully that guy wasn't too cocky and we actually do go to victory lane.
The Cheerios Dodge really needs a good finish in this race. He's got a long way to go on the points list.
Well, there's always going to be someone who has
I'm sure he'll make it up eventually.
Of course, none of these guys want to ever
I'm waiting for season 15 for Christian Fittipaldi to be a championship contender.
We'd like to break this run of bad luck he's been having.
Curious to see who retires at the end of the season. Mark Martin's still in the 6, so he might retire.
But they just never seem to get the car just right.
I can't think of really hardly any more like older drivers in this game that aren't retired. Well, I guess Bobby Labonte would probably be semi-close to Michael Waltrip. Okay, there's a few of them. There's a few of them I just kind of randomly thought of.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
I wish we knew who was going to retire before the end of the season. That'd make it more fun. Just knowing that they're in their final season as it's happening.
Here's the starting lineup.
Might be just a little bit more lenient driving around him. Cut him some extra breaks. I'm like, that's your final season. Probably not. I probably wouldn't do that. Theoretically speaking.
And the DuPont Chevrolet.
Yeah, I would imagine Mark Martin's going to be the next to retire. Him and Michael Waltrip, I think, will be the 2 next to retire.
In row 4 are the Dale Jr. Chevrolet and the DeWalt Power Tools.
I don't know how old Jeremy Mayfield would have been around this time.
Rounding out the top 10 starting spots.
I mean, I guess he really wasn't around that long.
27 car.
The
6th row has the Stagger 2.
Bobby Labonte, he's racing for Petty at this time. Tough to say for sure. Green, green, green. All right. Actually had a good restart at Atlanta. Maybe the first time ever. Yeah, even if Tony Stewart finishes 2nd place, we beat him, definitely winning the championship. I don't know how many positions behind him I can finish and still win the title in this race. Not many. Definitely have to finish within a few spots of him. Yeah, I'm definitely starting last every race next season. If I break the wins record this year, which I should be able to do, I only have to win one of these last 4 races to have the record for the most wins in a single season. And if we clinch the championship in this race, then we can start last in the last 3 races this season. See how that goes. And prepare ourselves for it a little bit. McDonald's might not like that too much, but at the same time, we are still winning races and winning championships with them, so they'll put up with it, I'm sure. They better. They'd be foolish not to. Somebody blew an engine already. Don't know, don't care. I haven't really thought about it, but it just kind of popped in my head randomly. If we end up getting to 200 career wins early in this career mode, I don't know if I'll run all 20 seasons. Like, I never really would have thought that would even be possible, but I mean, that was the overall goal of running this career mode. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it'd be cool to just run it up, see how many we can get, but I don't know how many seasons that I could take of 31 seasons before it starts to get redundant after a while. For some of you guys, it might even be a little old, just winning a lot of races now, 4, 5, 6 races a stream. I would like to go undefeated one season. I don't know if that's possible or not. The problem with that is, once I lose one race on the season, we have to wait all the way until the next season to try it again. So, I mean, I guess we'd still have that going for us. Do all 20 seasons. I mean, it might still take us 20 seasons to get to that. At the rate I'm at right now, with how much I've won this season and last season, probably get there before 20 wins, but we do have to get to 8 championships also, which we only have 1 right now. This would obviously be 2 in this stream if we could get another one. I mean, the pace we're running right now, we could have like 100 career wins and only like 3 or 4 championships at the time. Like, it might take us longer to get the 8 championships than the 200 wins at this point. That'd be a race in and of itself between those two statistical. Yeah, I can't talk. 2 statistical categories. 4-second lead on Stewart. Mark Martin in 3rd. Yeah, I mean, I have a feeling Martin didn't even run full time in 07. I'm actually surprised that he's still in the 6th at this point in the career mode. I mean, it's possible by next season that we can match Dale Sr. on the all-time win list in just our 6th season. Or, I mean, if we win these last few races this season, we're only going to be 19 back at the start of the year. And if that happens, we'll have 131 this year. So, I mean, oh boy, this thing got way loose on turn 2 there. I think we're going to have to make a wedge adjustment on the pit road. This thing was getting a little more skatey the last several laps. Very skatey off turn 2 that last time. Actually, I had to focus in and try to catch it. Wasn't really the case before that. There we go. I tried to make sure I was a little bit more steady with the analog stick off turn 2 than what I might have been that lap before. Right front is cooking. Wait for pit road to clear out a little bit more before I come in. At over a 6-second lead. So if I stay at a couple laps longer than Tony Stewart, who's already pit, we'll be all right. There's most laps led already. As long as I have clean traffic like I do right now. Still be good to go. Right rear's in the red now. I think I went 21 laps at Charlotte, which was 1.5 miles, so I'll probably end up going same amount of laps here. Oh, man. I'm just going to come in this time. It's getting a little too hard to handle. That hit off the wall was unnecessary, all things considered. Just overcorrected it. Oh, don't, no. Well, that might have blown our chances of winning this thing. Wow. Well, that happened. Good thing we have a pretty good points lead. I'll put just a half can in. I technically can't take fuel or tires because I brought out the incident, but I didn't want to run out of gas on the restart, so. Yeah, caused an incident there. First time in a long time. And I've caused an incident all by myself. Matt Kenseth was the only car in the lead lap when that caution came. This thing's all over the place. Pit this time. I wanted to get to the bottom. Let me in. I got a pit. Hand out the window. I I don't know. I mean, yes, I was trying to pit from the third lane there. I get it, but I had to pit. Now we're in the same predicament we were just in. I had to pit. They didn't let me. All right, we're going to try it again. You might be asking, why am I not just taking tires here? Because I don't want that to be an unfair advantage in winning this race. We trapped almost the entire field a lap down with my caution that I caused unintentionally. Last thing I want to do is, win the race that way. I mean, I wouldn't win because, well, I would because I'd have pressure tires just go up there past Kenton. There we have it. But I had to pit that time. I was trying to force my way in there. That obviously did not work out very well. This is not a good race for me. Could have clinched the championship. It looks like we're going to have to wait until Phoenix now. Well, 3 more races to try to clinch the championship after this one, then. I would consider just trying to run this out to the very end. I clearly am not going to be able to do that, as you can see the issues I'm having with the car. Oh, we got some other cars coming in this time, too. It's not just me. Sorry. I'm coming in. I think Ken's have pitted, too. All right, 4 tires and gas. Yeah, not going to be a good finish for me. Tony Stewart will probably go on to win knowing my luck, but good thing is I clinched the most laps led. Bad news is, obviously, we're not going to get a good finish. Probably going to end up last, honestly, outside of whoever might have blown an engine in the early laps of the race. ECG Sport, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, 42nd. There's one car that blew an engine. Well, this was an easy win that we did not get. So to get to 30 wins on the season, we have to win these last 3. See, that happens from time to time, I guess. I didn't DNF, though, during either of the 2 incidences, so that's good. Jeff Burton was the car that blew an engine earlier. White flag. I haven't really granted anybody a mod in a while, but if I do, I want to make sure I do that to long-time viewers and listeners of the channel. Well, this is definitely a race that got away. Not a good pit road entry by me. Oh. Not really, no. Jeff Burton could have finished the race, and then would have been worse. Yeah, Tony Stewart gets the win. 4th win of the season for Tony. Well, I gave that one away. Good thing I've won at Atlanta. Yeah, that was bad. That was a bad race. All right, we got 3 to go. We're still in good points situation. It's a good thing I had that massive lead. Hate to give it all away like that, but 354 points ahead of Tony Stewart. So, I mean, basically the same situation we were in the last race. Got to finish within a position or two of Stewart if he does beat us, and we'll win the championship at Phoenix. So, basically, as long as what just happened doesn't happen 3 races in a row, we'll still win the championship tonight. 1 race on the overhauls. All right. So we will be qualifying for this race because I did not win the championship in the last one. Really hoping I didn't wreck too much speed out of it. Don't think I did. Ooh. All right. Let's try this again. Definitely got to be a lot more patient getting back to the gas in 3 and 4. One and 2. And let it feed like that. There we go. That was perfect. That should be pull bound. Yep. 25.26. Sorry. Yeah, I had that. Thought I read that wrong. I did not. I read that correctly. All right. On the pole for Phoenix.
Joe Moore and Barney Hall from the beautiful Arizona desert at the 1 Mile Phoenix International Raceway for today's Checker Auto Parts 500K. Tell us more about this.
All right, let's win the championship in this race.
Very fast racetrack, but due to its low degree of banking, these cars can get a little loose coming out of the corners and make it even more difficult for the drivers. Every turn is a little bit different than the one before it.
The McDonald's car has a lot of momentum coming into this race with back-to-back wins.
Well, his team is real excited about their success so far. In fact, I believe they'll have another top 5 race as long as he keeps his car out of trouble.
Greg Biffle really needs a good finish in this
Qualifying
race.
going on at Phoenix for the Craftsman Truck Series. It looks like 9 trucks have gone on track so far. Jesse Love is currently on the pole.
Sometimes it's just not your season to shine.
Quite a few more still have to go, obviously. I do like Corey Heim winning the race tonight. I do like Corey Heim winning the championship tonight. I believe the Cup Series has a full practice session today for the championship race as well. But then qualifying is tomorrow.
And here's the starting lineup.
The 199 car, the NASCAR Winston Cup points leader, will be starting from the
Wow, I qualified on the pole by a lot.
Starting in row 2 will be
Pete Nelson starting third. Might have a career day today.
In row 3 are the Dale Jr. Chevrolet.
Or he'll fall back and finish outside the top 30, which that's probably more likely to happen than him actually
In row 4 are the Home Depot Chevrolet.
running top 10 the whole race.
Rounding out the top 10 starting spots are the Singular Arna Chevrolet and the Pfizer Ford.
All right. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. Oh, look at Pete Nelson. Keith Gordon for second. He's in second place. I don't know how long he's going to hold on to it. Not long at all. Dale Jr. passed him in the same corner. Nelson passed Gordon. Now he's stuck on the outside and he's going to get brake trained. I doubt he's going to stay in the top 5 longer than this next lap. Back in the gas way too soon there.
Save your tires.
Probably going to be drifting my way through the corners almost every corner. Drift wasn't that bad that time. Slightly loose on entry. And tight middle off. Kind of the handling of the car that I'm feeling to this point.
More tires won't help us. Be careful.
I'll tell you what, when we had that stretch of Watkins Glen and Bristol in the same stream, and both those races didn't go particularly well for me, and we only had a 78-point lead with 12 races to go, I'm glad I didn't panic and settled in, won more races, left myself off in a very good spot just to start tonight's stream. And when we pulled away over 300 points on Tony Stewart in that 6-race stretch, I'm granted he had 2 DNFs in that stretch, but still, we got the job done on top of it. We did what we could. We had some help along the way. You know, in an instance tonight where we have a bad run at Atlanta, we're able to get bailed out. Hopefully we seal the deal at Phoenix, and I won't have to worry about the last 2 races at Rockingham and Homestead.
Right front tires a little more. Careful now.
Definitely don't plan on staying out nearly as long as I did at Atlanta in the last race.
Fuel tank ought to be about half empty.
$20 to go.
We got 20 laps left. Be careful using up those tires. Your right rear tire's wearing down.
Matt Kenseth pulling an engine. He's trying to make it back to pit road. I think as soon as I have to deal with traffic is when I'm going to pit. I just want the cleanest air for the longest period of time. So we cycle through enough pit stops so we get cars around us. That's when I'm going to take the dive onto pit road. It's probably going to be this time by because there's got a lot of cars getting up to speed. All right, I'm in. Clean stop, boys. Looks like Zane Smith's on the pole right now. Still only 16 trucks in. I didn't realize Marco Andretti was racing again this weekend. He raced a couple weeks ago at Homestead, too. And Coda, I believe, also for the Truck Series for Spire. Two more cars is still up to pit. One of them coming in this time. The other stayed out to lead another lap. Oh, it's Pete Nelson. Nelson in the 103. He's going to lose a lot of track position doing what he's doing right now, but he will have to pit eventually. 11 to go. He's still out there. Hey, kudos to him leading laps. Qualifying third. He's not going to finish outside the top 30, I don't think. But although he might have a chance of doing that the longer he stays out. But might have a chance to make some of those spots back up again. 10 to go. Oh, Bodine off the go! Oh my goodness! How is that not a caution? Jesus. That was an ugly bounce off the curb there by Jeff Bodine. Brett Bodine, excuse me. How's Pete Nelson not pit yet? 8 laps to go at the line. Pete Nelson's still out there on the racetrack. Nemechek bouncing into the 0. He didn't hit the curb, I don't think. 103 finally coming into the pits. I don't even know what I did there. Jeez, now I hit the curb. I didn't clobber the wall or anybody to my outside. Talk about you, Brett Bodine. Oof. All right, 2 to go. 2 laps away from back-to-back championships. Well, I haven't seen Pete Nelson yet, so that tells me he finished halfway decent. Lap Robbie Gordon real quick. Power slide on the apron into 3. Checkered flag. And that is a championship, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Back-to-back titles. I am the best. All right. Yeah. Burn it down. Had to blow the motor after that one. That was a championship win. And a NASCAR record for the most wins in a single season, which we are now at 28. right, career win number 54. Almost up to 50 mil. Zane Smith's still on the pole right now. Looks like there's still 15 trucks that have to qualify yet for tonight's race. All right, we got the Pop Secret 400 at the Rock. We're going to be starting last at Rockingham and Homestead for the final 2 races of the year with clinching the championship 2 races early. Same thing we did last season. And hopefully we can win these last 2 to get wins number 55 and 56 on our career. Right, so 2 races to go on the chassis side of things. So we can get a super speedway. We need a super speedway equipment for Daytona for next season. So we'll overhaul this to a super speedway chassis. Get a super speedway engine in the build. And same thing with the body. We might get to $50 million in our bankroll before the start of next season. We still have a full season left on our sponsorship with McDonald's. Exactly 1 season. As long as we don't take them off during the course of next year, hopefully I don't struggle. This will give me good practice these last couple races this season because I will be starting last without qualifying or practicing for every race next year, trying to make it a little difficult on ourselves to try to go for 3 championships in a row, especially clinching the title 2 races early these last 2 seasons. And now in this season, we just broke the record for the most wins in a single season, which the record was 27 from Richard Petty, and we have 28 with still 2 races to go. So let's see if we can get to 30. Nice even number. Got an 85 car rating for Rockingham, which is tied for my best ever.
We're live from the North Carolina Speedway.
All right. Not wasting any time here. Oh boy. I did not have a great run at Rockingham earlier in the season. So, I feel like he didn't give me much time to try to catch that. I'm way too loose, by the way. I feel very unloose. Or, sorry, very unstable. Very, very loose. The opening laps of this thing. Oh my goodness. What did Greg Hicks just do? The same thing I did to him the next corner. God bless America. Well, we're okay. We can come back from that. It's still early. Oh, it's right back at the tail again. Yeah, that was bad. Repaired a little bit of that damage. I was just telling myself, just asked myself, what did he just do the corner before? And I did the same exact thing he did the next corner. Oh, jeez. I made him look good because he didn't bring out a caution. I did. $12 more drivers still to qualify for the Truck Series tonight. All right, get the reset in here. Oh, it chewed my tires up quite a bit. Greg Hicks is a 90. My car was loose before. It's even more loose now. At least felt that way getting up to speed. Oh my God, that was all me. I don't know what my deal at Rockingham is this season. My goodness. I did win this fall race last year. Not the spring race. I don't know how I won it. Based off of how I'm running this race right now. Making moves. Drifting my way past everybody. Dang it. Sorry. You can tell I look very desperate trying to pass cars through the back. Sorry, Jamie. Yeah, he's going to try to hit me. He gets a chance. Nope, not going to have a chance. As he cycles back to me at the pit stops. No chance these tires are going to hold on to the end of the race. Because I was thinking about going right sides only. I don't know that I'm going to have the grip capable of being able to even attempt something like that. Sorry, Bobby. That was an ugly corner. I am just bullying the heck out of Bobby Labonte right now. Now the left front's starting to go away. Definitely going to have to take 4. Car's pitting this time. I'm going to pit 2. Perfect pit road entry. Not going to repair any damage. Going to put a half a round of wedge back into it. 4 tires. Clean stop, quick stop, 15.3. That Dale Jr. right there? Oh, he's just coming in. Okay. Thought I closed the gap on him for a second. Not the case. So I took that half around the wedge. I should say put a half around the wedge into it. The problem is, oh boy. Hopefully it's not going to be too tight. He sailed straight up the racetrack that corner. Go up the hill that time into 1 and 2 at least. Hopefully short pitting. Cycle past a few more cars. Just cleared Kurt Busch getting into 3. It was close. Definitely a slight bit better in the right direction. It ain't perfect, but better than what it was. Up to 12th. I'm not sure how many more cars still have to pit. Got a couple of them coming in. That was not a good corner. I mean, we got a handful of cars on pit road. Fast pit stop. It's just these cars pitting after me, they're going to obviously have fresher tires than me. I was of the first group of cars that pitted. And I know I made a step in the right direction with the adjustment change, but I don't know if it was a big enough step for the long run, because I'm going to have to go longer into this run than the entirety of that last run. We're going to be at 6 after green flag pit stops. Whoever's leading this race is way out ahead. I'm going to assume that they have already pitted. Doubt I'm going to catch them. Actually stayed steady getting into 1 and 2 that time. I'll catch these next 3 cars. Don't know that I can catch P1 and P2. And then the cars behind me on pressure tires trying to run me down. Hopefully I can run enough of a pace that I can keep them behind me the rest of the race. Yeah, that early wreck might have did just enough damage. And the biggest thing that did was took away time for me to cut back through the field, because when we restarted, I had a lot less laps to get to the front from then than what I did post-incident. Am I going to take Ken's up to school here? I thought I was going to pass him on the outside for a second. I don't know how I stuck that corner as well as I did, to be completely honest. That was like my best corner of the race, and it was in the outside lane. I don't trust that I can do that again, so I'm not even going to try it. Ken's just holding me up. A bad corner on my part. Off turn 4. Yeah, he keeps blocking the bottom. There we go. Passed him on the outside that time. That time I took him to school. Definitely took an awfully long time passing him. Here comes Kevin Harvick. 9 to go. I'm catching second place too. A tenth quicker than the leader that last lap. But he's also dealing with lap traffic. I haven't even caught any lap cars during this run yet. Up to third. Half a second quicker than the leader that last lap. Harvick took a little bit of time getting my Gordon through 1 and 2. He's still side by side. Keeps Harvick behind me for a little bit longer. I sailed it off into 3, way too deep that time. Not a good corner on my part at all. And I was a tenth slower than the leaders that last lap. Yeah, Harvick's got me. Good run off turn 4. That was a solid corner. Might get him back. All right, well, got him back for third. Already won the championship, so this is just for bragging rights at this point. Considering that not going to be able to get the win. Tony Stewart going to go on to win his 5th race of the season. Oh. Overcorrected that off turn 2. Jimmy Johnson's closing in on Harvick. It's very well possible he's got even fresher tires than the 29. Harvick passed me, and then I passed him back. Two seconds behind Earnhardt with 2 to go. I can see him up there. He got 2 lap cars between us right now. Johnson almost got under me there. Not a good corner trying to pass Biffle. We clear him. I don't think Johnson's going to be close to me here to... Oh, dang, I did not get through 3 and 4 very well. Biffle under me. Not Johnson. I'll take a 3rd place finish. I'll take it. Wasn't a clean race, but good finish. Tony Stewart gets the win. Looks like he'll stay second in points over Junior. Tight battle for P2 in the standings with 1 race to go now. Ran my fastest lap ever in this race. Probably, I mean, the adjustment change was definitely the way to go. Over the long run, it got really tight, as you saw. But I think that was the way to go. So that should be safe for we start up season 6 of the career mode on Monday. All right. Stewart is still second in points, 60 points ahead of Dale Jr. And we lock the championship up after a win at Phoenix. We are not going to get to 30 wins on the season. But again, we did break the record for the most wins in a single season by getting the win at Phoenix, which was number 28. Now, one more shot at one more win this year before the season's up, so we'll try to win Homestead from the back. But finishing third at Rockingham, though, I mean, yeah, it was a good run, but it just goes to show starting last in every race next season is not going to be easy. So we'll see. Second race, Tony Stewart's won on the stream. He's got 2 of them. I've got 3. Got 1 race to go. It's like Ty Majeski on the pole for right now. Corey Himes the last to qualify. Right. 26 laps to get career win number 55. Oh, I carried way too much speed there. Wow, that was... Wow, okay, well, that was bad. That was very bad. That thing just went straight. I was still on the gas when I made contact. I didn't think I was going to have to lift. I thought we were still getting up to speed enough. I wasn't going to have to lift there. That was not the case. Well, that's how I didn't win at Rockingham, because I wrecked my stuff early and it's just enough speed to not be able to compete with the top 2, and now the case here at Homestead. Yeah, I got to clean up these mistakes if I'm going to start from the back and win the championship and go for 3 in a row next season. Can't take fuel or tires. This is causing the incident. Granted, not like I'd have much of a tire advantage. Not even a half a lap. More of a tire disadvantage right now with that slide. I'm sure I hurt the tires quite a bit. Seconds of damage.
Nobody else decided to come in.
All right. Get by this guy as soon as possible because he is a rival now. Oh man, they just jacked up quite a bit on that restart. I'm glad I pulled out of line when I did. Yeah, all right, I didn't make the same mistake I did last time. I was 3 wide again too. Well, we got less time to get up here again. Right. 6 laps up to 29th.
Number 42 is going for the block. 31 on that line. Number 1 is still there.
They're blocking the heck out of me. On the outside, getting into the corner. Oh, we're 4. We're 4. We're 4. We're 4. This is tight. All right. That could have been very bad. Couldn't tell. I'm trying to get through the field as quickly as I can. Oh, man. A couple hair-raising moments there in the span of a couple laps. We're hauling the mail right now. don't think my tires are as hurt as I thought they would have been. Making video game moves. A classic NASCAR video game. Big gap, though, for the top 12. This is where things start to settle out a little bit, I think. Get by all the scrubs. You got the big names go up there and try to catch.
Leader's running about 2.5 seconds in front of you. That's one warning. You're clear. Number 24 is outside.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All clear, buddy.
Look out, look out, look out!
Good job. Halfway on fuel. Okay, we're clear.
Maybe squeezed into a hole that wasn't there.
97 car, number 5.
Dive bombing Jimmy to get to 5th.
1 second, just 1 second back. The 8 car is outside.
Notice there were a couple cars pitted at the end of lap 11. Dang it.
Number 8 is looking low. Number 17, up 17 car is still there. Be patient. Run third. Okay, we're clear. Right rear tires wearing now.
Coming to get you, Newman. Blocking me to the apron.
Number 12 still low.
We'll just pass him on the outside then.
All clear, buddy.
Let's go. Only took half the race. To the lead.
This one's half over. We can hold this lead. Just be smooth out there.
Michael Turner, thanks for tuning in. Championship is locked up. Yep. Locked it up with a win at Phoenix. We just finished 3rd at Rockingham and home for a win here at Homestead. I started to power slide more and more through the center of the corner. Definitely don't want to run this as long as I did at Atlanta and wreck trying to pit.
Left front tire's a little worn. Bring it in when you're ready. We're in our pit window.
Definitely going to take the access road onto pit road when I do end up pitting. 11 to go. 2.5 seconds ahead of Ryan Newman. Ten to go.
10 to go.
Just hear the tires skirting all the way through the corner.
Some of the leaders are coming in together.
They might be skirting, but the handling of the car feels really good.
Take care of those Goodyear Eagles.
pit this time. Pit this time, pit this time. It's mainly just taking the excess road so I didn't risk wrecking coming into the pits. Don't speed. Oh, jeez. I was at like 100 there before I realized still had to brake to get in. All right. Corey Haim on the pole for tonight. I liked his chances of winning the championship before. Definitely do now. It's going to be tough to beat. Right, clean 4-tire pit stop there. Dang it. I was trying to get out in front of Dale Jr. It didn't work. That's all right. Get up to speed, catch him in a lap or two, and we will be on our way. Six to go. Somebody blowing up. Jeff Green. Five laps to go. Lead change at the line. There we go. All right. We'll get another career win at Homestead. Stay up tonight to watch the truck race. Well, I hope to see you in the stream later tonight then. Got Xfinity Series practice going on right now. It's not the last race of the stream, last points race, but I'll run the Budweiser shootout for the start of Season 6 on this stream as well. Two to go.
Two more times around. Save your tires.
Definitely feel like the car's skirting around a lot more now than it was earlier in the race. For this being this early into the tire run. All right. White flag, 1 to go. We'll have 54 career wins and 2 championships in our first 5 NASCAR Cup Series seasons. The 54 wins super impressive. But back-to-back championships. And we'll try to go for 3 in a row next season. And we will be starting last in every race next season to try to make it a little more difficult on ourselves as we have clinched the title 2 races early. In the first couple races this season. Started last, got the win here in this one. And then third at Rockingham in the last race. skipped out on me again there. Yeah, all right. 2 championships with McDonald's. Then our next stream, we'll try to go for 3 straight Daytona 500 championships. It'll be a little more difficult starting last place. Try to go for the 3-peat there. Let's go. He didn't try to lift the title up. A little upset about that. All right, well. Remember when Bobby Labonte almost dropped it like 2 or 3 times when he was trying to pick his up? It was a big old trophy back in the day. Still is now, but it's a little easier to grasp this one. It's kind of like thin. It's not very wide and heavy. It's thin and heavy. And I did lead the most laps by 1 lap over Ryan Newman. Dale Jr. obviously led that 1 lap post-green flag pit stops. Tony Stewart finishes 7th, so Stewart will finish 2nd in points. 2 wins tonight helped him stay in front of Dale Jr. for 2nd. All right. '2008 season upcoming. Again, we'll run the Bud Shootout, go through all the off-season stuff right now before we end the stream. Not going to build anything else, obviously, with about to hire some new people. 2 races on the shop edition. And let's check out those season statistics. 29 wins, 31 top 5s, 31 top 10s. There wasn't a single race all season that I finished 6th through 10th this year. All my top 10s were top 5s. 55 career wins. I said 50. I think I said 55. Yeah, but 55 career wins in the first 2 seasons. Awesome. 29 wins this year. NASCAR record. So I have 2 championships. Tony Stewart's got 2 championships. Dale Jr.'s got 2. Jeff Gordon's got 4. So of active drivers, I obviously still have a little bit to go, but looking good. Average finish 6.1. And 3rd place run at Rockingham. I think it was a 5.8 going into that race. Finished 3rd, dropped it back a little bit, got the win. But yeah, 6.1 average finish, up from a 6.8. Actually, it wasn't Rockingham that dropped it. It was the 42nd place finish at Atlanta that dropped it from a 5.8. So it could have been sub 6. Average start was 6.0 last year, 11.2 this season, but I did start last those last 2 races. Even before that, though, it was like a 9-point-something. So obviously next year, starting last every race, it's going to be 43, which is going to bring our career average down a little bit. But our career average finish is still 20. It's just because of it being more than that the first 3 full seasons in. So had a win in 5 consecutive seasons. Wanted to see how many laps I led this season, if that was up from the season before. 670. Yeah, I was at like 490 something. I think it was just less than 500 last season. 670. That's going to be a tough number to beat going forward for the most wins in a single season. I led 670 of 1,076 laps I ran. Yeah, I don't know. That's going to be tough to beat. Next closest was Tony Stewart with 89. That is where the championship is won, ladies and gentlemen. That and obviously the win total. All right, new season. Herbie Sadler retires and Ron Hornaday will be driving the 02. All right, that's interesting. Mark Martin's still going. No, do not change the settings. Keep it at that legend difficulty, of course. Billy Kramer, thanks for tuning in. Want a Hendrick 1-2 finish on Sunday? Oh, I don't. Unless it's Chase Elliott and Alex Bowman. And Blaney can finish third and still win the title. If you're just tuning in, we are just ending the season, but we still will run the Bud Shootout to start next season, so don't go anywhere. If you're wondering where the camera's out, where the camera is at, I turned it off early in the stream to get rid of some of the lagginess from OBS on my very worn and beaten laptop. So we got to hire new team members. '85, '86, '89. I think we're just gonna go for speed again. '86 the fastest. No, '88's fastest. All right, we'll go with it. Oh. So '88, '86, '86. 87. Really didn't make many mistakes on pit road last season. Now that I hiring new guys and kind of thinking about it a little bit. I can't even remember the last time we made a mistake on pit road. All right. Crew chief. I don't even know who we had for crew chief last season. Go 80. Go with S. Smith, engine builder. Give me that 88 power. I value grip over wear. I'm going to take Ellis. And fabricator. Like that downforce. Draft only matters at Daytona or Talladega, but we obviously have those two tracks locked down right now, so. All right. And obviously we'll have McDonald's on the car for all this season. Hopefully the happiness doesn't go down too far. I don't think it will with having McDonald's everywhere else on the race car. Because the Prestige was at a 91 going into those last two races, finished third and first, even with starting last, and it still went up one, so happiness stayed the same, I believe. Stephen Hooten, thanks for tuning in. Want Blaney to win? Don't care much for any other driver. Well, yep, that's the same for me, too. And yep, we will be doing live commentary of the Truck Series race still later tonight. All right, so we do have our super speedway equipment at the oh shoot. Probably don't have to build anything, but we will get a short track chassis, engine, body, all that ready to go for Bristol. Well, actually, I could probably wait a couple races to do that. Yeah, I could probably wait a couple races on that. So I guess with that being said, we'll just overhaul a speedway equipment, really try to stay up on that at the start of the season. Means Bristol's, what, 6 races into the season? And even if it's 5, I think we'll still be good to go. After race 2, I got to make sure I get the short track equipment ready to go then. All right. No need to build anything else. Pulling for either Ben Rhodes or Grant Enfinger. I'm only pulling for the guy I'm going to pick to win the championship, which I think is going to be Corey Heim tonight, especially as fast as he looked in practice yesterday and then qualified on the pole today. I'm definitely taking Corey Heim. All right, let's go Super Speedway. So we're going to try something a little different, try to make this bunch shootout a little more difficult on ourselves, and that is we are going to make it a 4-tire stop versus 2, because I think the AI takes 4 when they pit every time. And that's why we get out to such a big lead on the super speedways taking 2. So we'll take 4. Now, because I'll be starting last every race when we get into the actual season itself, I will end up taking 2 and staying on that strategy again. But no qualifying for the Bud Shootout. It is all random draw. And we do have to make a mandatory green flag stop.
Let's see how they
Starting 8th, mid-pack. I was going to say good launch off the start until I scraped the wall. My bad on that one. Costing myself in my get up to speed time there. Oh boy. Found a hole, maybe. Nope. Jimmy's blocking me. Oh boy. I gave Johnson a push going into the corner, but he didn't really go when I pushed him. Going for it. To the lead. 8th to 1st, 1 lap. How do you like that? 6 to go. Bristol's race 6. Yeah, it took 6 seasons for me to kind of remember the schedule. I think I got it now. I'll still probably forget some certain dates here and there. It's like I remember around what time they are. Like I know they're going to be in a specific episode. It's just the order of them's a little messed up in my brain for some reason. Probably because the schedule came out, for 2003, which was 20 years ago already. That's probably why. Don't remember the schedule as well. All right. Gotta figure out when exactly we want to pit. I'd rather be towards the back end of cars pitting than the front end. Just so I can try to slide up in line in front of them as I'm getting up to speed, because if I don't cycle out in front of them, I may never catch them again. So I don't know how our pit crew is going to do. We do have a new pit crew for the first time. Jimmy Johnson pitting there. The big thing is going to be where are we going to cycle off the pit road. A lot of this pack got broken up with specific cars pitting that last time off turn 4. Right rear actually wearing out slightly for the right front. Mark Martin staying out this time. If he stays out, I'll stay out. It looks like Newman and Gordon are going to be pitting, though. Nope, Newman does not. Gordon does. So I'll pit the following time by. And I can lock the brakes up coming into the pits because I know I'm going to be taking 4. It's all right if I abuse the tires a little bit. Newman going for second underneath Martin. He's got him easily. Good run in the draft off of me, too. All right, don't speed. And I did not. Quick stop, boys. Gotta be quick. Clean on the rights. 15.2. Barely cycle out in front of him, but just enough. Where the leader's going to be, though. How quickly can we get up to speed is going to be the next question. When is the rest of the pack going to be coming? I mean, it'd be a cool story, and I'm kind of pulling for GMS in a way, but well, I'm actually pulling for Corey Heim because I got money on it, but I do like Corey Heim to win it. All right, 1 to go. Got 3 seconds on board, even with that 4-tire stop. Dang. Well, another dominating Budweiser shootout win. Was this 3 seasons in a row I've won the Bud shootout? I believe so. I know I didn't win it the first year I was in it. I finished second, but 3 in a row. And the Bud shootout at Daytona. We'll try to go for 3 Daytona 500s in a row on the next stream. Yeah. Trying to. Oh my gosh. That's a first. Burnt the tires off the car. Let's go. I can't go anywhere. Go backwards. I burnt the rear tires off of it. I've never done that in a burnout before on this game. That was kind of cool. All the rubber on the grill. All right. Good way to start out season 6. It doesn't count towards the career win total, so we're still at 55. But I think our goal this season is to try to get the Dale Earnhardt. Get 21 wins to match Dale Sr. on the all-time win list. Just 6 seasons. Ways to go to catch him in championships, so I only got 2 right now. 7. Alrighty. Stream works much better without the face cam. Yeah, that definitely seems to be the reason why it's kind of lagging out. Well, I mean, the main reason is my laptop. It's not the camera necessarily. That's just a quick fix for it. Burnt the tires out. I was trying to burn the engine out, which I have done several times before, but burnt the tires off the car first. Pretty cool. I like to do that every time. Those are a lot more cheaper than the engine. But we do have 46.6 mils, so I think we're okay on the financial side of things. All right, that's going to end the stream. Thanks everybody for tuning in here tonight. Don't forget, we will have a live commentary stream at 10 p.m. Eastern Time tonight for the NASCAR Truck Series Championship. Hope to see you for it. Thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your night. We'll pick up NASCAR Thunder 04 again on Monday to start Season 6 of the Career Mode. Live commentary streams coming up for the next 3 days. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. See you guys in a couple hours.